321's Fantastic Plastic coming back again with another Kazon build update video. Just to quickly show you, I've got all of the LEDs now in the top part of the section and it lights up wonderfully. I shall give you a quick demo of that. Just put these together here because for some reason that one's come off of it. Just fine. It's just a these are just temporary anyway. So we get our negatives to negatives. I'm probably going to be cutting these a lot shorter and just have the one wire coming through, but it's always best to have more wire than you need. Always best to have more wire than you need, because you just never know. But if I bring that up there, there we go. You can see, get out of the way, you. There we go. All the windows light up nicely. And what I'm going to do with the fiber optics, I'm going to have just one of these single things and have it all the fiber optics joined into there. So all of these holes with the fiber optics are going to go onto that, and I'll just join it somewhere in the middle. I wanted to talk about these parts here, which I believe are these, and I think this is this one. I'll go in here. The part here, I found out, so it's supposed to be a shuttle bay, right there. So we have to build said shuttle bay for it. Well, does it go this on here like that? I don't know. I'll figure that out anyway. But we have to not build a shuttle bay, but what I'm gonna do. I saw that there's this guy on all Retrek models or something like that, I think he's called. Let me double check just to be on the safe side. Retrek Model Studios, that's what he's called. Okay, and he actually just cut this out, put some clear styrene on it and painted it and whatever have you. I'm not going to do that, mainly because I don't have clear styrene. So what I plan on doing is actually just drilling holes, lots of tiny holes, all in here. Put my PVA glue on this side, obviously, and then have a paint it clear. Probably I might go over clear green just because I haven't got any clear yellow. He used clear yellow, so I might use clear green just to signify that it's a completely different colour, and that's a shuttle bay. But that's this part, and that's what that's going to be for. So I'll bring you into to that video in another day with those. But the main reason I'm bringing you guys here today is the engines. The engines. Now, a 3mm flickering LED fits in here lovely, no problem whatsoever. Flickering 3mm LED does not fit in there. Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can flatten it, like I've tried to do here, by sanding it down. Then that fits in there. But the only other problem I've thought about, right, is that you're gonna get just one dot of light, even though if you light block it and do it so the diffuse the light, you're still gonna have a hot spot right in the middle. So ideally you would need two. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to get one of these LED tapes right there. So it's if you can see, the LEDs are roughly on the outside, so you won't get that much of a light spot. And the other one is going to go over here, like so. And then I still haven't figured out what I'm going to put into here just yet. But either way, that's how I'm going to be putting these LEDs into here to get a nice glow going on. And I think it's going to look really, really nice. So that's what I thought I'd show you what I'm doing. Now the back here, I should be able to get the flickering LED in there 3mm, no problem, without having to flatten it down. Because this is going to be like the, I think it's more like a Bassard collector than anything else. But that can be flickering. I'm going to have that flickering, so it's like it's flickering the pulling in all the particle dusts and everything like that, and just have these as fixed. That's what I think I'm probably going to go ahead and do with this. And I might just flatten down just some of these raised edges just to make it a little bit easier, not easier, nicer. Just sand it down, and all you do is just get a sandpaper and just flatten it out a little bit. And let's do the other side. Just to get rid of that rib on either side here. So yeah, that, I don't know if you can see. Let's go. There we go. That ridge, you can see if I turn it that way, you can see the ridge, but now that ridge is gone. So it'll be a lot easier, flatter to glue into place back here. So that's what I think I'm going to do with that. Get back here, you. Yeah, as you can see, I've already cut these out, and all I did, I was use my saw, just cut down on the angles that it's using on each of these. Okay, then what I've done is I scored a line straight down across where the line is meeting. Just scored it down. No, you're not even in camera shoot. So scored the line down a few times. Okay, then I got my cutters. This one was easy, I just twisted it and it came off. These were a little bit harder, so I had to come in at an angle, match up the line and just snip away. This won't work, right? Just, here we go, just snip away like that. And it won't work unless you score the line, because if you haven't scored the line, you're going to damage the plastic here. So make sure you score where you're going to want, and make sure you have flat cutters. Curved cutters, if they're not flat here, that's not going to work. It's going to leave excess material. And then obviously I just used this and just sand it and flatten it down. And that's it. That's how I achieved that. So you've already seen me solder, so I'm not gonna do that again. So I'm gonna solder these wires into place to see how it looks, and I will bring you guys back in a minute. Okay, so I'm bringing you back. I've now got them. Let's open it up. There I've got you can see the LED ribbon there, and the flickering orange LED there. Let's put this on and then we do a quick light test. Always do our light tests. Right, so the only problem I've got is let's grab hold of that has come off of here. So let me quickly put this back on there. There we go. Right, so, and it looks like I'm gonna need to do a little bit more light blocking on the inside here, because as you can see, not a lot has come through. But imagine that is gonna be an orangey color, and that there, you can just about see it flickering. going to be a ready colour. So that's what I plan to do on these. There's actually, I've got to do quite a bit of light blocking. I don't think these light up here. I don't think. But it doesn't really matter even if it does. I'm not gonna. And so what obviously what we're gonna do, I've got some of these wires a little bit shorter than the others, but that's fine because I'm gonna join these all up into one inside here anyway, and then just have the one wire coming out. And I've decided to do different just so I know these are the wings. That's all. That's the only reason I've got a different one, and it's gonna be a pain to keep unhooking loads of wire because I'm using this stuff and it's got 8 different colors on there. I'm having to unwind everything just to get to colors that I want. So yeah, that's it. So there you go. That's the engines almost done. As I say, a little bit more light blocking. I think I'm going to be painting this black anyway as a primer coat. So I might do that to primer, and that should light block anyway because I want this fairly dark, this color to be fairly dark. And I think it's in here that it's not caught properly. So yeah, actually I wonder if they do. I wonder if I can, is that, do you know what, they've got a very slight glow. Let's get my other torch because that one's better. They do have, it's very difficult to see, but there is a slight glow to them. Don't know yet. I might scrape away a little bit and have it glowing and just put some masking tape on here, just sand inside there. But do you know what, I think I'll do that anyway. I'll do that anyway. And then because obviously I'm going to put the black on here, that will help light block it, and just sand the insides, and then that should give a nice glowy effect on these. And it looks like I've got a little bit of white on here, but that's nothing. A little bit of a sand ain't gonna take away. That's fine. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think we'll have these glow, but I'm just going to use a Raytheon effect. So I'll just put like a single LED strip just along here and just have it glow. Yeah, I think that'll work. That'll be quite nice. That would. So I'm going to do that as well. With these, that means more wires coming out, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And all these are going to be pulled into one. So let's do that now, so I can show you how I do that. Let's unhook these wires. Come to Papa. There we go. Off we come. That's it. So I want one wire. Two wires, sorry. 2 wires, not 1 wire. Coming out. And obviously I'm going to need one for the LED on here. Let me do that quickly first. I'll bring you guys back when I've done that LED in there. Right, I might have to cancel that idea. Because look what I found. So I was hoping to put the LED onto this side and not directly on here, so then I can have just all the wires and get them all coming into one from out there. But it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to even get the LEDs on in here because it's not going to be able to get on there properly. Because this gets glued onto the side of the ship. And I don't want anything that could potentially interfere with the gluing. Even if I put it on here and just angle it down, it's not going to work. So I think we might leave this part and I'll just make sure it's light blocked properly. So anyway, so let me get back to what I was going to do. And that is to get all of these wires into one. So let's get all of our positives out of the way, pull all of our negatives out of the way from each other. So all our negatives can go over here, and all of our positives here. Right, so if I use this as a middle, so I'm going to be going that way, I shall cut the wire about there. Okay. Get my wire strimmer, cutter thingy. Cut some wire off. I don't know, hopefully that was in shot for you. Come on, get in the hole, get in the hole. Dear, so many jokes on that. Well, I'm not going there. I am not going to go down those jokes. Not at all. Right, get a bit more wire there. And last but not least, one more. Come on. Really? Get in the sniffing in the hole. Get in the hole. There you go. Finally. Right, and we get that bit off. So now let's get these all together. Give them a good old twist-a-rooney so they all join. Then I'm going to go get my little bit of flux. Just put a little bit of flux on these wires. Okay. Grab my solder. Grab the soldering iron. Tin the soldering iron. And then apply that with some solder. So that is now tinned and ready. So let's do the same with this. I want to bring this over here ever so slightly, and I'm going to want to bring these ones over to the same area. So cut off about the same amount. Oh, look at that, that one goes through straight away, typical. Well, almost straight away. Oh, and so does that one. Yep, of course. And that one. Yeah. And basically we're going to do the same again. Get all of these joined up. I mean, I'm doing this and showing this because somebody has asked me how would I go about joining like more wires together, just to come out, you know, and come out as one wire. And this is how you do it, really. Basically, effectively, this is it. So let's put a little bit of solder on there as well. It's in the soldering iron. And then just run the solder across, and that should add the solder to it. There we go. So that's those two. So we've now got those ready to have our main, just the one wire coming out. So to do that, I need to get my one wire. So we've got our red there, and what other colour was it? Orange. Where's my orange? Yellow and orange, nice long ones. Come on. getting that there. I'm going to cut quite about a centimetre of wire showing on here. About a centimetre. Now this part is optional, you don't need to do this, but I'm going to just attach one wire onto one end and just wrap it round. As I say, that is optional, don't need to do that, but that just makes sure I've got a firm bond on there. And I'm just going to cut off this excess because it's not needed. Now I'm going to do the same with the bottom one. And just wrap the wire around. Cut off that little tiny bit of excess. See, not needed. Get some more flux paste. Give me some more flux paste on there. Solder. There we go. There. Alright, to test, make sure, just give it a quick tug. If it comes off, you haven't got a good solder connection. Now normally what I would do, I would put like a covering on here to cover these, but I'm not going to. Reason being, I'm going to put one down in here, and I'm going to put this right pretty much next to it, like that. Then I'm going to get my hot glue gun, and I'm going to cover the joins that I've just done. Alright, let that glue dry. That's hot. That's probably why they call it hot glue. Right, so once that's done, and that's now dried, it's not, but I'm gonna say it is. We've now got just two wires from 3 different wires. We've now just got one coming out. So again, important step, light test every time you do anything to do with your LEDs. Cannot stress that enough, because you don't want to go ahead and do all this, put everything in your kit, everything's all done, and then you find out that there's a problem which could have been sorted before. So always test your LEDs, test your lights. Right, so now our yellow is our negative, orange is our positive, and as you can see, everything is still working. Okay, so there you go, lads and ladies. Lads and ladies, yes, that's the right one. Yeah. There you go. So that's how we're going to be joining that together, and that's obviously going to go inside the ship. I'm going to have to find out where it's going to be glued, so I can then make sure that make it a hole for that to come through, and then that's going to go down inside the ship as well. And then once it's inside the ship, join these two with whatever's in there, and same on the opposite side. So then all I want coming out is just a positive and negative coming out at the bottom. That's it, that's all I need. I don't need anything else, because as I say, there's no effects going on with this whatsoever. So the next thing I need to figure out is how I'm going to be getting light in, not light, but putting something into those. So I might have to use my milk carton, but I have to measure exactly how deep these are. So let's actually do that now, just so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So we've got, so I need it to be less than ½ centimeter. Yeah, less than ½ centimeter, because it's about ½ centimeter from the tip to the top here, from the bottom to the top, so that's about ½ centimeter. So if I do half of that, then I can then glue it straight into the middle. So then, yeah, that will be perfect, and that should be okay for across the board as well. Yes. So just gotta remember, that's 1/2 centimeter, so half of that. That's no 1/2 centimeter and half of that. So let's get something to point. Right. So 1/2 centimeter is right there. Let's actually angle it down. No, can we focus on this instead? There we go. So 1/2 centimeter is there. So half of that will be about here. I might go just a little bit there. And then that way I should have enough to glue it onto these edges along here. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna say thank you very much for watching on that. I will show that the cutting of the milk bottle in another video, because I don't know how long this is going on for. 26 minutes. Okay, yeah. Do you know what? We can. The milk bottle. I love these. This is this godsend. Right. So I want just a little bit here. So cut that. And a little bit more. And what I'm gonna want these edges, because you've got a slightly roughed focus, yeah, slightly roughed up edge there. That's what's going to be on the outside, and then you've got the smooth edge in there. So what I need to do is first off get a straight line. That's what I need to do first. So if I cut this as straight as I possibly can, that'll do. Right. Right. So do that there. Get me a knife. I want a straight edge to work from. Okay. Right, okay, there we go. So I now need to measure that. So that was 1.5 centimeters. So that's about there. So that's inside that line. And go from here as well and do the same. Right, then grab onto here. Inside that line, inside that line. Okay, and then the fun starts. Oh, you arse swipe. That decided to move on me. That's just typical. Don't you dare. Don't you fucking know it, yeah. Right, alright. I shall cut it then. Alright. Trying to keep it straight as I can. That'll do. Fuck it. So, then I need... how much we're going to need here? So about that much there. So let's just cut away this excess that I've got here. Go. Alright, there we go. And then just cut straight down the middle here where I've got that mark. Really? Think I might need a sharper blade. There we go. So now, in theory, that should be too big. That's going to be too big. Almost positive that will be too big. Yep, that's going to be too big. So... oh, is it going to be too big? Let's try it. Let's try it. I can always put this tack, just a little tiny bit of, tack it down, a little tiny bit of hot glue on here, just to give it a little bit of tack where I'm putting it, and then I can see if it is a bit too big or not, because I might need to trim it down. And it is. Okay, that's fine. It's only a couple of millimeters. That's totally fine. At least now I know. So let's... alrighty then. Again with the hot glue. This is just, as I say, this is just to tack it, just so I can make sure I'm getting the right size for it. Put this on again. Oh, really, really close. So close. Really, 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 really close. Right. Right. Last test, and that should do it. And then I've got a guide as to how deep I need this to go. Look at that. There you go. I don't even know what part of that was in shot. I do apologise. Damn it. Right, let's do a quick light test with that in there. And plonk. And where's me? There you go. No light spots, no, it's nice and diffused. Which actually doesn't look too bad. But it might need a little bit more cutting down. No, that should be fine. Yep, yeah, it might need a little bit more cutting down. But that's fine. At least we've got what we are looking for. Come on, you get off of there. That's it. You go down there. So there you go, guys. That's what I'm going to be using to get some of these lighting effects in there, and obviously I'm going to be using a piece of this into here as well for that end. But there you go. So I will see you guys in the next video. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Monday I'm back in work. Tuesday I'm off of work for the week, but that's to build the shed. And so for the next few days on Tuesday, I'll be obviously building the shed, getting everything set up, and move my workstation in there. Because at the minute I've only got like this space that you can see. Let me get there. This space here is all I've got to work on. Right. In my shed, I'll be having this space at the end of the shed, and then I'm going to have that area will be pretty much the longer side. So I'll have a lot more space to work effectively. So anyway guys, I'm gonna, as I said, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. So you take care of yourselves. Goodbye now.